and this is your dance conditioning workout. I've had to transfer to the laptop because my camera did not want to play ball. Okay, right, so sorry if it's a little bit grainy. So what I want you to do before we get started is grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper. And you're going to write these exercises down as I talk through them, okay? Because this workout is slightly different, and it's not just going to be you copy me and you just do exactly the same thing I do, because we're all on different progression levels, and we're all trying to aim for different goals. This one is purely about building up strength and endurance, so you'll notice that there are kind of different, amounts of time that you can do these exercises for. The minimum I'm going to set is 40 seconds. Okay, the maximum is up to you. Okay, but don't burn yourself out in the first exercise, and then you can't get to the second one and the last one, for example. Okay, so we're going to start. This is all for lower body. Okay, lower body, hamstrings, that kind of area. So what I want you to do is grab your pen, piece of paper, and let's get ready to go. You're going to come down onto your mat. I'm going to place my little speaker here so you can hear the music that I'm listening to. Alright, you might not hear it, but you know, I'm hoping that you do. Okay. We've got Bonnie Tyler helping us through today's workout. So our first one is cat and cow. So come down onto your hands and your knees. Alright, so this exercise, what we're looking at here is really pulling the belly button up, looking down towards the gaps between the thighs and towards the knees, press the shoulder blades apart, and then reverse it. Okay, so reversing it, sending the sit bones up, dropping the chest down, lifting the head up. Okay, so that is our cat and cow stretch. Our next one, half pigeon stretch. So you're going to set your left foot in front. Again, if we have what I'm going to call a bad leg, I want you to start on that leg. Okay, the reason is I want us to completely abandon bad leg, good leg. This workout is going to get rid of that straight away. Okay, so hands flat. You're going to drop your knee down so it's in line towards the hand. Keep those hips square. Doesn't matter too much about that back leg. Press it up. Okay, let's go for it. Obviously, you would do 40 seconds on one side, 40 seconds on the other. Hamstring stretch is our next exercise. Okay, so we're going to do this seated. Flex those feet, take those arms up to fifth, directly above the head. Allow the arms to breathe, and we're going to flat back hinge forward. This one is not about flattening your belly on the thighs. It's about keeping that flat back hinge. Okay, if you want to, at the end of the 40 seconds, you can take a little bit of a stretch here. Okay, only after that 40 seconds or whenever we finish. Okay, alright, our next one is our assisted splits. Okay, so what I want you to do is take any leg forward. Doesn't matter which one it is. Back leg is slightly straight, so we're kind of into a bit of a long lunge. We're going to take those hands down onto blocks if you need to, or if you can, flat hands. We're going to slide that foot forward, and then what we're going to do is flex that foot just to take the weight off of the ankle and the Achilles. And we're going to slide forward. Your chest is then going to lift up. If we can, continue to slide back to straighten that leg into that assisted splits. If we can, flat hands. If we can, we're going to sit down. Make it active, not passive. Alright, good, lovely. And of course, we then do that on the other side as well. So that's our assisted splits. Alright, our next one. We've got our single leg shoulder bridge. Now, for this one, if you've never done shoulder bridge before, do both feet at the same time on the floor. Both feet flat, chin in towards chest, and knees are a fist distance apart. And then making sure that we can reach the ankles as we go. So, if we've never done this exercise before, lift the hips up. Lift the hips up, both hips up at the same time, and then roll back down. If we can, single leg, lift. And obviously you do that for at least 40 seconds on each side. Okay, our next one, clamshell, my favorite. Okay, so what we want to do here is lengthen the arms out underneath you. Knees are on top of one another in front of you. Feet should be in line with the hips. From there, support your hand just down resting, you don't need it. Open the knee out to the side. Pull that out. And then back down. Open the knee. Alright, let's go. Alright, and of course we do that for a minimum of 40 seconds on each side. So that is our clam shells. Okay, our clam shells. So for our next one, we are going to come to standing. This is a balance challenge as well. So if you need to, please feel free to use a chair for support or a wall for support. Okay. Right. Definitely feel better when I'm dancing, Megan Trainer. Definitely. Alright, so one foot is flat. Reach those arms out in front. Take your leg back. Take your leg all the way up so that it's in line with the hips in the back. Reach those arms down to diagonal and bring it back up. Change sides. Alright, let's go. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show them what you can do. You got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Alright, okay, so that is our single leg deadlift. Again, remember, 40 seconds per side. Alright, okay, so our next one, we've got a hamstring lift. A hamstring lift, which is our arabesque. So, go ahead, take your right arm out to the side, your left arm forward, step your right foot forward, and take left leg back. Slightly turn that leg out the front. I'm going to slowly pitch our weight forward, and we're going to lift. Again, I'm just going to show you the side version. Lift. Lift. So we'll do the same side. You should feel it in the back, and also the glutes and the standing leg. Lift. And obviously that will be 40 seconds per side. So that's our hamstring lift or arabesque. Alright, 2 more exercises. Wall sit. Nice and simple. Slide arm down. Knees hip distance apart. And we can groove around the body. Remember, 40 seconds minimum. Alright, so remember, 40 seconds minimum. Our last one is a split squat. So, you can do this with the foot on the floor, or you can do it with that back foot elevated. Okay. Back foot elevated. Make sure you've got enough space to reach the chair. Bring yourself up. Toes can be tucked under if it's not comfortable. Tops of the feet. Keep the chest lifted. Come down and up. If we can, arms to fit. Alright, so that is 40 seconds per side for our split squats. So that's our 10 exercises. Again, take a note of them. I'll tell you them just one more time just to make sure that you have every single exercise you need. So we have cat and cow, half pigeon stretch, hamstring stretch, which is seated, assisted splits, one-legged shoulder bridge, clamshell, one-legged deadlift, hamstring lift or arabesque, wall sit, and split squat. Good luck, guys.